Pangalawang pasabog na lumabas during the second day ng rally ay yung kay Amy Marcos. Diba? Na kapatid, mag-anak, giving a 28-minute speech. so hindi lang ito parang dinrap in niya yung linya sa isang while talking about something else. Talagang 28 minutes
Hindi siya nagpasaring.
Hindi. 28 minutes na yun ang pinag-usapan lang niya.
Hindi siya nagpasaring.
Hindi aside.
Okay.
Hindi afterthought.
Hindi sa blind item.
Talagang yun ang topic ng kanyang speech. Diba? At
Yes.
parang pinapalabas niya dito, bata pa lang kami, ganyan na yan, nasa US kami, pati yung umabot pa dun sa, gusto ko nga mag-asawa na yan kasi para baka sakaling matigil. Yung pala, hindi rin, di ba? Tapos hanggang 2016, nasa listahan ni Pangulong Duterte, nagmakaawa ako. Di ba? Medyo matinding ganon. So, ano naman ang sabi niya doon?
Binuo niya yung buhay. Binuo buhay niya eh. Parang ganun yung ginawa. Kaya nga 28 minutes.
28 minutes. Also, anong tingin nyo? Doon muna tayo sa kay Amy.
Alam mo, maganda yung naging, sa akin ha, it was a question about the values that every Filipino family would treasure, and which is, family comes first. Diba? Doon pinasok yung argument eh. Pero before that, si Sandro kasi lumabas na kaagad na denying everything. Diba? Siya ang naglabas.
Siya unang sumagot the next day.
Is it correct to say, siya ang nagpasaring na hindi to ugalin isang tunay na kapatid, di ba? Yan yung
After yun.
Last line.
Yun yung last line ng statement niya.
Di ba? So parang doon, I think people picked it up, apart from the fact that essentially was saying, she is not a real Marcos. But more on the family.
Parang hindi tayo. Gusto mong sabihin.
Sige.
Pero the point was, ang tumatak, which helped si President Marcos was the idea of Amy violating the principle of family comes first.
Yeah, pero tingin ko giving Amy the benefit of the doubt. Feeling ko ang kanyang nod dun sa ganon ay sinubukan niyang i-package na kaya ako sinasabi to, concerned ako.
Ako si Manang.
Oo,
kaya
hindi ko sinasabi to para saktan yung kapatid ko. Sinasabi ko dahil mahal ko siya at gusto kong magbago siya. Di ba parang gano'n eh. Pero bakit sa tingin mo, Abby, bakit hindi bumenta?
Gets ko yung gustong gawin eh. Parang in that sense, ang parallelism niya sa akin is insider. Diba?
Okay.
Insider siya eh. Parang whistleblower yung dating na nangyayari to sa pamilya namin. Diba? And I need help. He needs help. Diba? Parang hindi ko na kaya. Nandito na ako. Parang ganun yung gets ko yung sinasabi niya. Kasi syempre minsan, diba, in ordinary conversation, tayo pag sinabing, sabi kasi nung kapatid ni hindi ganito, ganyan. Diba? Meron kang instant credibility na ina-attach kasi kapamilya.
Oo.
Diba? Pero, na-underestimate nung mga nag-propose nitong
approach na ito.
Ano man itong nangyaring ito, 'di ba? Kay Senator Marcos na ayaw natin ng nakakakitang ng pamilya nag-aaway in public. 'Di ba? Hindi tayo Barreto, hindi tayo Tulfo, hindi tayo 'di ba lahat na lang nag-aaway ng pamilya sa showbiz. 'Di ba? Parang oo, pinapanood natin siya, pero at the back of your head, ang iniisip mo sana hindi ito mangyari sa pamilya.
You know what? The cardinal sin of Amy Marcos was she weaponized the private weakness of her brother. She weaponized it eh. She knew it was going to embarrass not the brother per se, but the president. Because it was in a political context that she spoke it. Number two, she violated the other rule which is you protect the clan. You fight inside. You close ranks when you're going out. But inside, fine, you can quarrel among yourselves kasi family yan.
Tell that to every political dynasty or huwag kayong mag-aaway.
Hindi ba yung typical sinasabi na
Nagana yung mga kapatid na yung mga naglalabanan.
Sa English, we say, don't put your dirty linen in public.
Don't air your
dirty linen in public. Diba? Parang, this is what ginawa ni Amy na parang you violated the trust. It's why privacy and family are two precious.
So sa tingin nyo, hindi bumenta yung anggulong pinipilit niyang ipasok?
Tingin ko hindi. Doon sa mga hindi partisan at the very least. Kasi syempre yung mga DDS, predisposed na silang maniwala doon. Kasi sinabi na ni tatay nila, sinasabi.
Tama.
'Di ba, binild up nila ng
Meron na nga silang video ni Harry Roque, 'di ba? Yung
binild up nila ng isang taon yung Pulveron video.
Pulveron.
'Di ba? So
Correct.
parang they wanted to them, I think, ang tingin nila is that is really the vulnerability of the president, this issue. But
Yes.
they ang kita ko is dineploy na nila yung nuclear option.
yeah.
And let's see, ano ba?
And I'll tell you why it's the wrong venue. And the ministers, the INC ministers, hindi nila ginusto to. You know why? Years ago, nag-away rin ng Manalo siblings eh. Diba?
2015.
Si Kai Eduardo, inaway siya ng mga kapatid niya. And the people, the Iglesia followers were naghihiyaw, forgetting the fact that so many years back, even the Manalo siblings tried to keep it amongst themselves, yung away, but it spilled out into the public. So, very sensitive din sa INC itong nag-aaway mga magkakapatid. So, mali ang ginawa ni Amy. And in fact, yan ang naging pretext. Kaya, di ba, ang sabi nila, hindi to ang sinabit sa aming speech ni Amy. So, we're going to terminate the rally na.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons. But,
Tsaka, in the middle of the speech, di ba, ginawang private yung live stream.
correct.
Oo.
Yeah.
So talagang si Amy really, more than anything else, she violated not a political offense.
It's a very Filipino
It's a very
trait, eh.
Filipino.
Yeah.
You're talking about kinship. You're talking about loyalty. Ano? So, I just hope and pray at sometime down the road, when these two people are no longer in power, that they will find the grace to forgive and the courage to reconcile with each other.
Parang mahirap
Napaka-ano,
patawarin yung
Tinawag ang adik sa harapan ng kalahating milyong tao.
Yun na nga eh.
Mahirap yata.
Mahirap talaga. Pero kasi talagang ginawa ni Amy, hindi talaga para sa kapakanan ng
Hindi, tsaka,
kapatid niya.
ako, nung una kong narinig, ang una kong reaction, pero baka naman kasi dalping-klawan talaga ako, di ba? Ang una kong reaction, kung alam mo naman pala ng ilang dekada na yan, bakit yung kinampan niyang presidente yan? Kung alam mo naman palang unfit na as recent as 2016, nasa listahan.
Naging issue lang sa'yo na
Nung wala ka na sa... Nung itsapuera ka na by your own words, di ba?
Correct.
And actually, hindi ba niya na-realize na may reflection din yung kay Sara Duterte? Kasi kung alam pala ng Duterte administration, bakit siya nagpa-running mate dito?
The question also, if she wanted to gain some brownie points from the Duterte, and assuming if by chance Sara becomes president, would you think that Sara would hire someone who betrayed flesh and blood?
Oo.
Would appoint someone na tinraidor yung sarili lang dugo? Di ba parang it's hard if she can betray her own kind.
Brother.
Why will I appoint
Di,
you?
tsaka, hindi lang brother pati yung mga anak, di ba?
Sinama
Which is, para sa akin, ibang level na ng yun, pagsusunog ng tulay.
Parang hindi na lang yung diretso mong kadugo. I mean, syempre direct pa rin naman yung mga anak. Pero parang, di ba, meron tayong rule typically in merong unspoken rule in politics na kapag as long as you can keep the children out of it, leave it.
Tama.
Di ba? Kasi iba ang away pag kinaladkad mo yung mga anak ni ganito. Iba yan. Medyo unspoken. You break an unspoken rule.
Ang kinalaban ni Amy, hindi ang sariling kapatid Ang kinalaban niya yung values ng Pilipino.
Pero ito naman.
Which you also said last night.
Yeah. On the other side of it, ano naman tingin niyo doon sa sagot ng Malacanang so far? Aside from yung statement kasi ni Sandro, they've issued, nakita ko si Claire Caso nagpapakita ng mga drug test from 2021, di ba? Yung galing sa St. Luke's, yung sinasabi nilang, hindi, kidney donor yan. Kaya hindi dahil kidney donor, hindi pwede mag-drugs, di ba? Anong tingin nyo? Effective ba yun? Necessary ba yun? Given everything?
Ano sasabihin niya? Oo, totoo. Wala naman siyang choice. Sasabihin niya, di ba? No, but these are proof points Because you don't want to fall into the trap of, liga ngayon na, bunutin mo yung buhok ko, di ba? I mean, short
follicle
of that,
test.
Oo, di ba? Short of that, alam mo yung ginagawa nila Di ba na parang sinabi niya na pangit ka. Hindi ako pangit. Nagpabelo nga ako. Diba? It falls into that. You fall into the trap. Diba? So, you don't want to do that. We know what they're doing. They're putting out proof points. Mabilis ang sagot. malaman ng sagot, and I think they're doing their job properly that way. But I like, in terms of content, I like Sandro's statement.
Yeah, exactly. So, actually, yung tanong ko pa mas along the lines ng, was it really necessary to go to that level? Na parang, hindi adik ang Pangulo, ito yung mga proof namin. As opposed to just dismissing it lang na, kayo maniniwala dyan, di ba? Et cetera.
Oo, yes. Kasi ako, it can be couched as bitter kasi si Manang.
Yeah.
Diba? This is a familial issue. I'm sorry this had to be brought before you. This is not, this is a family issue that is being used for politics. We don't want to, diba?
I'm a commerce graduate. I'll refer you again to another film.
Yeah.
Another film it's called The Godfather. Remember?
Hindi kami familiar.
In the very essence of The Godfather, it's about family.
Okay.
It's about family. It's not about the drugs. And there's one line there, if you recall, Michael Corleone was the youngest brother. And then, si Fredo, namatay ni si Sonny yung panganay. The second eldest brother was si Fredo.
Okay.
Kumakampi si Fredo dun sa...
Godfather 2 na yan.
One.
One.
Mo Green.
Si Mo Green, tama.
Diba?
Isa Las Vegas.
So ang sinabi ni Michael Corleone sa kanya, sabi niya, Fredo, I love you, but never take sides against your family. Yun at the very heart of it is you don't violate family values eh.
Yeah,
diba?
so yan ang sasabihin ko lang na yan ang foretaste ng susunod naming spin-off na podcast. Barry Gutierrez and Edwin Cerda on movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naku, hindi kayo
Oh, by the way, pero Barry, I just want to say something. Didn't anyone employ whataboutism? What about Duterte? Duterte admitted he was taking fentanyl.
Not officially.
Wala.
Obviously not the palace. That's not the message that
No,
you
but
want.
Claire has that capability to say that. Claire is more Vargas eh. Di ba?
Well, actually,
What do you call that term? Bardagulan? Di ba nakipag-bardagulan si Claire? Hindi siya yung...
Excuse me, you can bardagul with class.
Yes, I know that.
Clarify.
But what about President Duterte? Ba't yung binabanata ng si Pangulo Marcos?
Kailan ba? Last year ba to? Nung may sinabi si ex-President Duterte against Bongbong Marcos, and then Bongbong Marcos has asked, ang sagot niya, I think it must be the fentanyl.
Yeah, di ba?
Yes.
But I don't know
His doctor should, look at him.
why didn't the palace employ that? May mga bumabanat sa kanya, na DDS eh. I just didn't, they didn't employ that same thing kasi nag-work yun eh. When Bongbong said that, it worked in the first time. So why didn't they use it again? Diba?
Well, kasi baka wala na kasi si Duterte ngayon eh. Diba?
Pero mga DDS yung mga bumabanat sa kanya eh.
Okay.
I'm also just glad that she didn't use that because there are things that you say when you're behind that podium. There are things that you can't say, and that there are things that you should leave at the door because again, that podium will outlast you.
Mm-hmm.
Diba?
She says that in her podcast. No, Claire has her podcast.
No, I know that. But we leave ourselves behind when you stand behind the podium.
Yeah.
Because people don't want to talk to you because you're you. People talk to you because
you represent something.
You represent
Tama.
something. You represent an office in the president. So I'm, in that sense, I'm glad she didn't.
But I would admit that Claire is a bit different than the previous people that has taken on the role of a
Yes,
of a
but different is
spokesperson.
not bad. Diba? My point is, I think I see why she was put there. And she has a purpose. Diba? And she does that. She fills that role very well.
Ako din tingin ko. For the most part, I think she plays the role that she
And
needs
what
to
role is
play very well.
What role are you pertaining to?
Kailangan siya yung medyo may mas palaban ng konti eh.
Yes.
Yun na
Diba?
nga, diba?
Yan yun.
Sword siya eh.
Kaya nga, so wouldn't that be not inconsistent with when she would use whataboutism?
Well, ako, it was a judgment call.
Yeah, sabagay,
and I think that in this particular instance,
It's I'm talking from hindsight.
Hindsight.
Hindi, tsaka ang ano kasi dito, ako, personal, yung lahat ng sinabi mo about Amy, tingin ko yun ang tumatak na eh. So, no need to actually add another issue doon dahil medyo, I think I'm underestimated
Yes.
The
yung
backlash.
yung backlash precisely because yun nga pamilya. I mean, kung ang nagsabi noon someone like Sara Duterte, it would not have the same effect kasi hindi naman niya kamag-anak eh. Pero ikaw kapatid eh, 'di ba?
Somebody must have.
Which I think they also, yun din yung gamble nila.
Exactly.
Diba, you know, you hear
Exactly.
it in ordinary conversation na huwag tayong makialam dyan, away magkapatid yan. Or away pamilya yan.
Pero ay may bahagi sa akin na hindi ko ma-shake yung idea na baka hindi rin kaya ni Aimee i-pull off yung required na level of empathy
Care?
to actually pull that thing off. Kasi pwede mo palabasin yun eh. Kanina nagsaldi ako. So ngayon, ano naman, Aimee Marcos ang channel ko. Pwede naman kasi yun na ayoko sana pong ilabas sa inyo pero talagang hirap na ako. Ilang taong ko nang
Yan ang maniniwala ko. Sir,
Diba?
pag ito si Aimee Marcos.
Diba? Pwede naman yun eh. Diba? Hindi ko na alam kung anong gagawin ko. Lahat sinubukan ko na.
It's hard to fake compassion.
Pero yun ang problema.
It's hard to fake compassion.
Yun ang problema.
Especially with someone that, you know, you maybe, obviously, may civil
And
rival
yeah,
kayo.
the simple,
Hindi kayo masyadong,
ang simple siya, wala sa branding niya yung
But sa
compassion.
bagay,